Hello everyone, and welcome to part 41 of my Bloodborne effective run, the final episode, the Moon Presence. In the last episode we defeated Gehrman, and you can actually save and quit out to end up here, which I actually learned you can summon...
Gehrman awaits you at the foot of the great tree.
her dialogue doesn't change. I actually learned you can summon people for this fight. I had never actually tried or occurred to me to try. But we're going to go ahead and fight the Moon Presence. The Moon Presence is pretty easy for the most part. Not really many moves you need to worry about, except for one in particular. Strategy is get behind and wail away. But the most tricky part of this fight would be, I guess, when he uses the aura attack that puts your health down to 1, which does happen to us. But He's always been relatively easy for me. I could see him being quite difficult in a BL4 run, but I've never really had much problem with his moves. As you can see, we're just chewing through his health. That's the attack, which he gets stuck in position for a while, and it gives you a lot of time to wail on him. Having more stamina, that could be the end of the fight. And there we go. Thus dies the Moon Presence. Nightmare slain.
Are you cold? Oh, good hunter.
Look at me. I am the Great One now. I want to thank Dylan. I want to thank Biboran Johns. Your commentary has been fantastic. Dylan, your commentary with me made this run a lot easier. I, of course, want to thank everyone who made this game. I want to thank the Bloodborne subreddit, and I want to thank my girlfriend. Without all of you, I would not have made it through this run. Thank you very much for spending time with me while I show off my favorite game of all time. Anyone who watches this retroactively, also, thank you for watching. As for my plans next, I still don't know exactly what I want to do. I've got a few ideas. I do enjoy JRPGs quite a bit, so my friend has recommended one to me. I don't want to spoil it yet because I don't want to commit to it if I play it a little bit and decide not to do it for a run. I'm going to play a few games over this weekend to maybe try to find a new game to do. Another option is a neglected build run or a modded Dark Souls run. I've been very interested in playing the Cinders mod to change things up in Dark Souls 3. Any of these other games, maybe besides Dark Souls 1, I am not nearly as good at or well versed in. So I can't really talk about them in the same detail and breadth as I can Bloodborne. I'm just not as strong. I'm also concerned about being pigeonholed into just being a Souls channel if this were somehow to live off. I'm currently unemployed, so I'm trying my stake at being a YouTuber just to see if it's something I could do long term, even if I did hit it off, because I do see a lot of people that do get success in YouTube and Twitch, and it's just not something they're able to do long term. This project took me a long time, and when I first started I was doing it about once a week, and since I've been unemployed and recently in the past few chunks I've tried to upload an episode every weekday. So I think this is something I can do every day, but I still want to make sure. A challenge of doing a live LP for me is getting burnt out on making the video instead of playing the game. And I need to find a balance there. So, like I said, I'm going to do a few games this weekend and consult with my girlfriend to figure out what I really want to do as my next project. I do have a major love of Ninja Gaiden, but it's been so long since I've played that game. It's on PS3, and I just don't have the ideal situation to do a Ninja Gaiden playthrough right now. And I'd prefer to just already have Master Ninja unlocked. If I were to do a Ninja Gaiden playthrough. Specifically Sigma, that's my favorite one. I'm not really, like I said, I'm kind of emotionally torn about this episode. I was struggling making it today. It's much later than I initially wanted to make it. I'm kind of actually upset that the run's over. I do think it would be fun if anybody wants to do a Chalice Dungeon Tomb Prospectors run with me. This isn't going to be a special how-to guide or anything like that. Anybody who's been following, I don't really recommend doing Chalice Dungeons until you've made it this far. Or at least you've made it up to the point before Murgo's Nurse. Because I just don't really see any point in doing that when you can have these great gems within a few hours of playing the game, rather than the min-maxing it takes to have the best gems in the game that comes from tomb prospecting. By tomb prospecting, I mean Chalice Dungeons. So I think this is a good point to do Chalice Dungeons. I just personally don't enjoy them as much in terms of being able to talk about them. Some of the bosses are really great. Especially the Watchdog of the Old Lords. He's a really good boss. And there are a few other exclusive bosses that are pretty good, but not as memorable as him. But, yeah, that is something I am interested in doing as a live playthrough with other people. So do look out for that. I am not promising it. I'm not promising a tomb prospecting run, but I would like to maybe do a run with a friend all the way up to the Thumerian Queen, and I'll see if I can either get one of my existing friends who play Bloodborne to do that with me, or someone online to do that with me who doesn't mind being in the video. The way I would want to do the video is I'd want you to join me on Discord, and we'd record the conversation with a bot or something, and then play together through PlayStation outside of that. The reason I want to do it that way rather than using PlayStation Party Chat is just because the audio quality is just superior this way. So it's not a bad idea if you have open back headphones. It makes it a lot easier. I don't remember how long these credits are, but I think they're coming to an end because I've got a cut right here. So we will see. Yeah, that's it. That's the credits. Again, I really couldn't have done this without all of you. Bibor and Johns in particular, your comments really, really motivated me to push through and get through this. Dylan, I couldn't have started this without you. I was very intimidated by the prospect of long episodes, so I wouldn't have been able to start it without you joining me. Kat, thank you for pushing me through. I really appreciate it. Everyone, it's a Bloodborne subreddit. I know it's just memes now, but when I first entered this, I couldn't have started the project without you either. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey. Anyone who's watched this. We'll get through this pandemic together. Stay safe. Have a wonderful year and a great life. I love you all.